love thing. Both of us want this girl. It's only right, It's only right, girl. We both want peace. We both want something true. So come a little closer. It's only right, girl. It's only right. Come a little closer, closer, yeah.
Baby girl, come close to me. This where you're supposed to be. I know you want to see the cool sights in the 313. I got a spot for you with me. Got a pound of green, roll it up, baby, smoke with me. Baby, about to get between the sheets. Yes, the scene is sweet. Me and you, girl, we dream of peace. She love when I rock the beat. Gotta drop the heat. Love when she rock with me. At the beach, we watch the sea. Time to go with the flow. Smoking weed and it's making us flow. Baby girl about to put on the show. It's only right to have a phenomenal night. I'm glad she a part of my life. The timing is right. What we gonna do tonight? Girl, we about to go groove tonight.
It's only right, girl. We both want peace. We both want something true. So come a little closer. It's only right, girl. It's only right. Come a little closer, closer.
Baby girl, come close to me. Let's listen to some Joe to see. I got her holding me so tight, baby, flow with me. We about to go back overseas.
It's only right, girl.
In the Philippines, we walking in the field of dreams. It's a love to see.
We both want peace.
In paradise where she love to be. As we float to space, me and baby girl feeling great. It's a lovely day. Let me love you in a special way. I will take it to a special place. See the smile in your face. Let me know that I'm doing it right. Baby girl, is me and you for life. Yeah, the moon is right. Nighttime is the right time. Let me hit you with these right rhymes.
It's only right, girl. We both want peace. We both want something true. So come a little closer. It's only right, girl. It's only right. Come a little closer, closer.
Hurricane the Style Master.
Phenom Rogue One Productions.
I got the weapon that take your head off and make you do backflips. A particle weapon as soon as it hit you, it turn you to black mist. Keep you so hard, you go through a building, you see the reactions. The building is falling, you should have been running and now you are flattened. Look at the news, see all the people in government panic. You should have get back to the people where it took care of the planet. Now I am awakened, I'm using my power, I'm doing some damage. Live up a continent, sink that bitch just like Atlantis. God of the wind and the storm and the fire, the God of the Mayans. Pump water you entity, destroy the enemy, energy rising. Haters ain't ready, I'm daily, I'm so chaotic and violent. Call out the enemy in the facility, they will be dying. Government tripping, the people don't listen to what I be saying. Smoking and drinking and fucking around, you niggas is playing. Now I have arrived, tell the government they gonna die. Now I have arrived, tell the parliament they gonna die. Grab my weapon, I'm going to war, I'm ready to settle this. Using the physical, using the mental and spiritual elements. The feelings be turned, guess what bitch, I am the revenant. And I'm a guy, you are a human, there's no comparison. Destruction incarnate, you better get ready cause I'm on the offense. Creating dimension and send on the haters to get in the darkness. Fire and brimstone making it rain straight from the sky. All in the atmosphere, you won't be happy here cause you just died. Government, parliament, all of the bitches is getting erased. Global agenda and winning, I'm about to end it today. No more diplomacy, beating you beggars with fiery chains. Cops ain't ready for war, I'm putting a hole in their brain. Chopping the fit in the pieces, be singing the bloody remains. Peel the flesh of your bones, staple that bitch to a train. Frequency blade, way in the warrior, way in the samurai. Cut off your head, throw that bitch in the crash to a satellite. Yeah, the evil is over, yes, I will be satisfied. Decapitate all of the enemy's foes, the evil they glamorize. Pick up a border roll leaders, now they falling from the sky. Shooting the rest of the leaders, and yes, they all gon' fucking die. Grabbing my weapon, I'm going to war, I'm ready to settle this. Using the physical, using the mental and spiritual elements. The fetish return, guess what, bitch? I am the revenant. And I'm a god, you are a human, there's a comparison. I put my life on wax, coming through, gotta spit these facts. Talk shit, get your wig pushed back. Knock your brains out your snapback, boy, you ain't ready for that. Bow down and pray to your God, cause I'm bringing the bomb. Activate while I chill out a pond. To the government, enough is enough. You ain't drafting us, got a gun and I'm calling you bluff. Detroit, this the place that I claim. Look what I became, revolutionary, spitting some flames. In the end, y'all remember the name, cause I showed y'all the game. Motherfuckers putting chips in your brains, and they still putting shit in your veins. This shit is insane. When we all gonna stand up to fight? Call the goons, they be ready tonight. Some is ready to snipe. Grab your guns and light up the night. Yo, these some ramble lyrics. I know y'all haters scared to hear it. I'ma keep on spitting while y'all haters keep on tripping. These some ramble lyrics. I know y'all haters scared to hear it. I'ma keep on spitting while y'all haters keep on tripping. These the ramble lyrics, I know y'all haters scared to hear it. I'ma keep on spitting while y'all haters keep on tripping. I put my life on track so I can spit these lethal rhymes on tracks. Hurricane smoking hydro packs. Got goons in the black lack. Everybody loading the strap. About to show the motherfuckers who boss. Run in the facility. Take the fucking hair right off. Dead by dog. Dog can't compare my dog. Create a whole bloody scene. They like, oh my god, fuck the law. About to go and break their jaw. Walk through the mean streets with the safety off. Face me, dog. Bake you like a pastry, dog. Got on the battlefield. Can't chase me, dog. Crazy soft, might as well play VR. Cause in the real world, man, your face be off. Case ain't solved, they would never trace your call. Cause we made it to the scene and we blast them all. These some ramble lyrics, I know y'all haters scared to hear it. I'ma keep on spitting while y'all haters keep on tripping. These some ramble lyrics, I know y'all haters scared to hear it. I'ma keep on spitting while y'all haters keep on tripping. These some ramble lyrics, I know y'all haters scared to hear it. And I'ma keep on spitting while y'all haters keep on tripping. These some ramble lyrics, I know y'all haters scared to hear it. Fuck it. I'ma keep on spitting while y'all haters keep on tripping. These some ramble lyrics, I know y'all haters scared to hear it. Fuck it. I'ma keep on spitting while y'all haters keep on tripping. These some ramble lyrics, I know y'all haters scared to hear it. Fuck it. I'ma keep on spitting while y'all haters keep on tripping. These some ramble lyrics, I know y'all haters scared to hear it. Fuck it. I'ma keep on spitting while y'all haters keep on tripping. You know what it is.
Phenom Road 1 Productions.
Gotta get the money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Catch your ass slipping, I'ma hit you with the 9. Gotta get the money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Catch your ass slipping, I'ma hit you with the 9. Haters everywhere, looking at a player. Envy in their eyes, man, I see that shit everywhere. About to get prepared, gotta bring a flare. Hardcore match, I'ma beat you with a chair. Get your own chick, why you won't mind? Get your ass mad cause you can't pull a dime. Pussy ass niggas can't even spit a rhyme. No ambitions, you don't even got a life. I make music, you don't even got a life. Music is the weapon, I don't even gotta fight. Climbed up the darkness, but I'm showing you the light. Blast at the heads, got them running for their life. This is my life, call my own lane. Y'all just mad cause you can't do the same. Get it through your brain, I'm the hurricane. Gotta win in the fucking storm and the flame. Gotta get the money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Catch your ass slipping, I'ma hit you with the 9. Gotta get the money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Catch your ass slipping, I'ma hit you with the 9. Haters everywhere, thinking they a threat. I'll be a threat when I hit you with the tech. Get your representing better, show me some respect. If you don't, I might have to break your fucking neck. Cops in the feds, y'all can get it too. Some of y'all haters is agents on the YouTube. Most of y'all are faggots, talking to some faggots. Clout chasing trolls, I'ma stump you little maggots. Making haters panic, cause I'm going off. Hardcore lyrics, y'all bitch niggas soft. You a low level that's dealing with a boss. Pop you in the head if you working with the law. Don't got a life, that's your motherfucking fault. Interrupt my life, I knock your fucking head off. Chillin' with my kid, can we cotton bread, dog? Broken came here and I gotta tell y'all. Gotta get the money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Catch the gas slipping, I'ma hit them with the 9. Gotta get the money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Catch your ass slipping, I'ma hit you with the 9. Gotta get this money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Catch your ass slipping, I'ma hit you with the 9. Gotta get this money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Catch your ass slipping, I'ma hit them with the 9.
In our Rogue One Productions.
You know, do this quick live before I lay my ass down to go to sleep. Just getting off of work. You already know what it is. Tigers Stadium, you know what I'm saying? Just got done cleaning that motherfucker up. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Hit the like button on the way in or hit it on the way out. If you're lurking, at least hit the like button. Like real shit. Y'all either got to deal with a Christian algorithm or y'all dealing with somebody just eating on camera or a bitch laying there with her bra and panties on, just looking at the camera, wasting fucking time. Trying to give y'all some good music and some good fucking news before I go to sleep. Shouts out to everybody. Fuck the haters, fuck YouTube, and fuck all the bullshit that's going on. We got to go to the UK real quick. But before we do that, I got to show love to my UK correspondent, Vonta. Much love to Vonta. You already know I got to play this for you, baby.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm English, and I love England. I like having fish and chips and a pint at the local pub. I like Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork sausage and dogs and fashion. Haram! Haram! But I don't like that. Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan, the mayor. This is London, mate, not Afghanistan. Or Star Wars.
I'll get him that.
Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs.
Shut up, wankers.
The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
That's right, miss. What have I done, officer?
You've tweeted rudely, and you're under arrest.
Curry is fine, but we have several recipes already. There are 50 Islamic nations in the world. Muslims don't need to be on our island. They want to conquer it. The government says it must be this way. That doesn't make it right, does it, Robin Hood?
No, my lady.
These dragons that threaten our England won't go away unless brave knights rise up to slay them. Or did all the British bloodlines with any bollocks get killed off in World Wars I and II? Englishmen, it's your country and it's being taken from you. Chav, posh, doesn't matter. We're already all in this together. I don't want this to be the future of the women of England, and I'm sure the women of Iran and Afghanistan didn't want it either. Your ancestors beat the Spanish Armada, Napoleon, and the Nazis. Surely you can handle welfare tourists. History will record what you do or don't do. Get cracking, lads. Love, Amelia.
This HHN is brought to you in part by...
In my day until I've had a Dickens cider.
There's nothing better than waking up to a good old Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves Dickens cider. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without the Dickens cider. My girlfriend loves a Dickens cider.
My mom loves the Dickens cider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with a Dickens cider.
I'm a bit young, but I would love to try a Dickens cider.
So there you have it. For over 150 years, Frederick Von Dickens has developed a beverage that literally brings women to their knees. So fellas, for the sake of the economy, get a Dickens cider.
For the sake of the economy. For the sake of the economy. Sponsored by Dickens Cider.
Hey, dude, what what happened? Sam, hey, what am I supposed to do? Fight the fairies! You fight those fairies! Fight the fairies!
Let's fight the fairies.
It's a religious compound that's long been closely guarded, but today police moved in huge numbers. 500 officers from across the northwest descended on the Ahmadi Religion of Peace and Light's crew headquarters, as well as 2 other buildings over offences linked to modern slavery. Its neighbours awoken by sirens.
Came out this morning, there was just like police cars coming up and down the road, and then they shut the road off from here. It's not normal.
They dress in all black, they walk around in big groups, they're always together, and they've got security dogs that they walk around, got no muzzles on the security dogs, and it's quite intimidating.
In total, 6 men and 3 women between the ages of 30 and 44 have so far been arrested.
30 and 44. Between 30 and 44. Okay.
Police say they relate to allegations from 2023 made by one female victim who was a former member of the group.
Serious sexual offences, forced marriage, and modern slavery. I must stress at this point, we are investigating those offences, and we are not investigating the religious group.
Though despite the assurances, tensions were evident between neighbours and followers of a movement which presents itself online as peaceful and derived from Shia Islam, but critics say embraces conspiracy theories.
Excuse me, guys.
Its members, who wear signature black beanie hats, told us they believe maligned forces are targeting its leadership.
He had been with this cult for some years, and then he went back.
You just call it a cult?
This religion.
I think you just called it a cult.
No.
Cult.
With these guys, I said, go back and read. They are not no cult.
They're not the cult. Go back and read. They're not the cult. Christianity is a fucking cult. We're not the cult. We're religion. We're not the cult. We're not a cult. We're religion. No, that shit is a cult. If there's over 45,000 denominations of Christianity, and can none of y'all get it right on what God and what Jesus is, then somebody's a cult. They got a cult leader. We locking up your cult leaders. Cult leader.
And he was with them, he said.
That's all
and
motherfucking Christians say they ain't no cult.
And he started propagating things that are absolutely untrue, including all these things that now you say the Cheshire Police is saying.
Cheshire Police say that this is an investigation into modern slavery, sexual offences.
Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Cheshire Police say aside from its criminal inquiries, dozens of adults and children living on site have been referred on to safeguarding services as the investigation here continues. Well, as you can see, there is still a pretty significant police presence here in Crewe. Officers say that's not only to aid their ongoing investigation, but also to offer some reassurance about safety to the wider community, and also offer some reassurance about any atmosphere that may have existed here. That's after police arrested 13 people on suspicion of public order offences unrelated to their...
They always gotta throw their favorite number out. You know these secret societies. They love their 13s and 33s. They gotta put it out there in the news to let motherfuckers know this shit is a motherfucking script. This shit takes me back to when they motherfucking found those motherfucking Jews coming from the underground sewer motherfucking cavern and shit. They was motherfucking being hard out. They was hard out with the heads down, all blacked up, looking like a halafel. Looking like a halafel salesman and shit. Get your car clash looking ass.
Investigation here today, and given the scale of this site behind me and the sheer number of people who are thought to have been living there, hundreds, it's believed, the work for police and partner agencies over the coming hours will be long and intense. Jonathan, thank you.
In Crewe on Tuesday. Arresting multiple police raided the site of an Islamic sect in Crewe on Tuesday, arresting multiple individuals on suspicion of serious sexual offences, forced marriage and modern slavery. 500 officers executed multiple warrants at properties around the Cheshire town, with a primary focus on an address known as Webb House, which used to be an orphanage. Those leading the Ahmadi religion of peace and light have been under investigation for offences reported to have taken place in 2023.
Earlier this morning at 8:50, 500 officers from Cheshire, supported by colleagues from the North West region, have conducted several warrants in the Crewe area. Our primary focus has been an address called Webb House on Victoria Avenue in Crewe. This address is the headquarters of a religious group known as the Ahmadi Religion of Peace and Light. Our policing activity and ongoing complex investigation relate to allegations of serious sexual offences, forced marriage and modern slavery. I must stress at this point, we are investigating those offences and we are not investigating the religious group. There will be a continued and significant policing presence in the area. That is primarily for searches of an evidential nature, but also to provide reassurance to the local community. And I will stress at this point that we do not believe there is any ongoing wider concerns for the local community. We are working closely with safeguarding partners in a multi-agency approach to ensure that any vulnerabilities that we identify at this address are addressed appropriately.
Cheshire Police were alerted in March to a woman, now based in Ireland, who complained she had been raped and sexually abused at the sect's headquarters when she had been a member. 6 men and 3 women were arrested. 1 British man, 1 Italian woman, 3 Americans, 1 Swede, an Egyptian man, a German man, and a Spanish man. A further 13 people were arrested on suspicion of public order offences inside the property. Detectives are now conducting a search of the premises, with the road serving the property closed on Wednesday.
Finally, I would urge people to refrain from speculating in relation to either the ongoing investigation or into the ongoing policing operation, as both are currently live.
The Ahmadi Religion of Peace and Light is a religious sect that moved to Crewe in 2021. Its members believe in the central tenets of Islam, blended with conspiracy theories about the Illuminati and aliens controlling US presidents. Adherents
Now they
swear
bringing
that
up
the
aliens.
believe the
There we
sect's
go.
leader can cure
Aliens and
sickness
shit.
and make the moon disappear. The sect says it is a peaceful, open and transparent religious movement derived from Shia Islam and is a victim of global persecution due to its belief in equality and human rights. The group has charity status in Britain. Around 150 people live together at Webb House. Its Grade 2 listed headquarters, including a reported 56 children who are homeschooled. The group moved its HQ from Sweden to the UK in 2021. After an investigation, Swedish immigration forces revoked residency permits for 69 of its members. Courts then ruled on the deportation of scores of its members, though by then most had already moved to Britain. Before that, the group had been based in Egypt and Germany. The sect has denied using illegal immigration practices. The Ahmadi Religion of Peace and Light promotes itself on social media. The group's YouTube videos have had more than 31 million views. Nick Dunning, GB News.
We're living in a time of what feels like pretty significant social change, and it makes us question things that we've even taken for granted for decades. And one of those at the moment that people
Hey, that's that
are wondering
money
about
shit.
is actually money.
Yeah,
That's dependable, that nobody meddles with, that nobody can weaponize against you, which is another element of government control when it's the government currency.
Yeah, I gotta fast forward
the bigger
this.
your bank balance, the more
Yeah,
confident
this
you feel.
is the longest ad ever.
Shit.
So President Trump has just issued a
There we
fresh
go.
blow to Sir Keir Starmer and drawn the king into politics, claiming the king would have probably helped with America's military operation in Iran, adding that the monarch backed his stance on NATO and Ukraine.
The king is
That's a
fantastic.
goddamn
We
lie.
spent a lot of time together. We had a lot of talk. We talked about this also. And he loves his country, and he's a great king, and he's a great friend of mine. And I think if he were doing that, if it were up to him, he would have probably helped us with Iran. He would have followed the suggestions we made with respect to Ukraine, because we have some disagreements on Ukraine, and not having to do with NATO so much as European countries. When you like the king of a country so much, it probably helps your relationship with the prime minister. But in that case, the prime minister, I said, "Do you want to send a little help?" He said, "No, we'll send it after you win the war." I said, "That's not good. That's not good."
So that was President Trump talking in the Oval Office this afternoon, because he had the crew of Artemis 3 there with him. All the astronauts were in the office. And he didn't exactly double down on what he said in his speech last night, but he certainly didn't get the king off the hook at all. The king and queen, of course, continued their state visit today. They went to New York. They visited the 9/11 memorial. Queen Camilla has also attended a literacy event, and the king has been attending a UK-US trade event. Cameron Wolfe was there today, actually. We're going to be getting some content from him in just a moment. But in another political twist, New York Mayor Zoran Mamdani, who is, of course, a hardcore socialist, has caused a bit of a stir by calling on the king to return the Kohinoor diamond to India. Studio, let's talk to my panel about this. Now, you've touched on it already, Hillary, but let's go into more detail. How successful has this trip been? What does it mean for the relationship between the two? Did you see President Trump on his best behaviour, etc., etc., etc.? Okay, I could talk the whole evening about this, but in a nutshell, the first thing that's most important is what was at stake. We know that our relationship was off the rails. We know that it wasn't just what Sir Keir Starmer has said, it's what Sir Keir Starmer did not do on behalf of the Labour government. And in a nutshell, we all know that President Trump has referred to Sir Keir Starmer as no Winston Churchill. So it was in probably the worst situation in terms of our special relationship in our recent memory. So King Charles had a lot to do to get that back on track. And President Trump, now to answer your question, he was, I think, about his most presidential. He stuck to script, which was frightfully unusual. I mean, he did make a comment about the British weather. He did make a comment about Melania and etc. So he actually also did make a comment, which I, as a golfer, really appreciated at the state dinner, when he talked about championing and being brave. He talked about Rory McIlroy winning the Masters for the second time, so I love that. But very seriously, it was the comic levity.
Wow, you love the bread and circus talk.
Of course, we know already that obviously President Trump made a dig reminding the UK that, of course, if it wasn't for us Americans, you'd all be speaking German, to which King Charles then retorted, dare I say that if it wasn't for us, you'd all be speaking French. So there was a repartee that went backwards and forwards. One of the things that I've said, though, is I felt like, in a way, when the two of them were together, especially when President Trump first greeted King Charles, I felt like they were like two naughty schoolboys who would talk in the back of the classroom and the teacher was conducting, because there was supposed to be an acknowledgement
acknowledging all the pomp and circumstance, but they were sort of giggling and nudging each other. And I thought that was very lovely because it was a natural sort of
It was
reaction.
very lovely that they was laughing.
I know that at one point President Trump did stand in front of Queen Camilla and shook someone's hand when she was standing there. That was a little awkward. A couple of little awkward moments when they went off and maybe a step here and a step wrong. There was nothing ghastly that I think anyone can point to. And two very important points. How thoughtful of King Charles. Number one.
What's ghastly is Trump and King Charles laughing. We don't know what they're laughing about. They're probably laughing over how they fucked over the whole world and how many kids they're going to kidnap and eat, allegedly.
What did President Trump ever need? He doesn't need any toys. He doesn't need any furniture. He doesn't need any clothing. He needs nothing. He's got all the money in the world. He's got all the fame. To have found out that he's the 15th cousin removed from King Charles, that was like, I felt like if I could project and say what I think he felt like, I think President Trump probably felt like a little boy on Christmas morning.
Talk about a 15th cousin removed from the... See, this goes back to when we was looking up how all the presidents was related somehow. Now the UK is mentioning this shit. Ain't that something? But they called us a conspiracy theorist for pointing out the family tree. Even the phone agrees.
The best present he'd ever been given. That was one. To only top it off with the HMS Trump submarine to give him the bell. I thought that was really special. I did think a few of the other quips that were rather good was when King Charles mentioned, he said, I'm over here for the 250th year celebration, as we say in England just the other day. And lots of little things like that. They got a laugh from the audience. The most important thing, though, that really was actually accomplished by King Charles was that when he addressed the joint session, that he had Democrats standing and applauding. And even President Trump said, I can't get them to stand. Yeah. Now, some people actually have said, unlike his mother, obviously a constitutional monarch, he should not be in any political at all. There were some political leanings. I mean, number one, he did talk about the environment. Number two, he did mention Ukraine. And number three, he basically was really, really mentioning three political things that he shouldn't have done. But I think it went over well with Democrats when he talked about curbing power. That was the third point. And they stood, they applauded. So he brought the US together. He brought our two nations together. And last but not least, the most important thing he had to accomplish, he did. He talked about what united us, not what divided us. And the overall trip, I haven't seen any negative press about it. I think it was a success.
The only thing he did, President Trump, which was probably a little bit naughty, Richard, was to suggest that King Charles agreed with him about Iran not having a nuclear capability. And so unusual is that Buckingham Palace actually issued a statement today about that. What did you make of the whole trip?
I agree with Hillary that it certainly cast the king and the nation
in a
totally positive light. To me, what was interesting was the contrast. The reason Democrats stood and applauded is because with President Trump, we're not used to hearing a president talk about the value of natural resources and nature and dealing with climate change. We're not used to hearing full-throated support for Ukraine. We're not used to hearing full-throated support for the rule of law and judicial independence. That's why it had nothing to do with the king being the king and who we represented. It's what he said. That's why Democrats applauded for him and frankly don't applaud by what they hear from Donald Trump. Levity, yes. Remember the White House when Donald Trump posted a picture of him as, what was it, Jesus or a doctor, and J.D. Vance said it was a joke. That's what passes for levity, as opposed to what the king displayed, which was genuine levity and a genuine sense of humor. And again, I think that contrast was what made every American yearn for a president who would speak decently and with a sober approach, and not with bombast. And I think with Trump, there's been bombast. Frankly, with Biden, there wasn't kind of the full-throated ability to communicate either. It's been a while since we've had what we saw from the king during his whole visit and certainly before Congress.
Yep. Now, let's get to the AI inside the cars. Like I covered this months ago, but it's time to come back to it. They finally caught up. I covered this on one of my HHNs probably months ago. I don't know if it was the beginning of the year, but I covered this talking about your cars is going to have a kill switch in it. I covered that on the HHN. And I just want to ask everybody, what is going to take for y'all to wake up and fight back? I don't know. When they come for your dogs and cats and pet gerbils and shit, obviously you don't care if they're killing you through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. They're fucking killing your kids, eating your kids, raping your kids, adding surveillance all over the goddamn place, killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. When are we going to fucking wake up? Now they're about to put some shit in your car, kill switch type shit. But we should have knew that shit was coming in 2005 with the OnStar system. But nobody was paying attention. At the end of the day, I guess when they come for your dogs, cats, gerbils, and snakes and parakeets, that's when y'all have a motherfucker rise up. Fuck it.
To make this video because a friend just called me and said, James, did you just see what's going to happen next year? And I was like, what? Then he sends me this, posted on April 25th by this account. All vehicles made next year will be required to have a switch. And then immediately I started thinking that this has to be a joke. Then I started searching a bit and I found out, no, it isn't.
Essentially, that April 25th, I covered this shit months ago. People are just now catching on. It's good that y'all catching on, but y'all should have knew this shit was going to happen because they put this shit in movies, the AI controlling your car or a kill switch in your car. Easy to be fucking hacked. Somebody's going to hack everybody's car. They're going to crash. They're going to be stalled. They're going to be fucked up. Like they're going to take advantage of this and cause so many accidents.
Do not buy a new car because starting 2027, every new car in the United States will be required by law to have tech that puts constant surveillance on the driver.
So I started digging into this and I found out that not only are our cars possibly already spying on us, next year, you'll have a surveillance system driven by AI.
Lip reading, cameras inside your cab, machine learning trained on lip movement datasets, cloud connected, your face processed somewhere you'll never see, stored as long as they want. Acoustic lip reading, if the cameras aren't enough, the system emits inaudible sound waves and reads the echoes bouncing off of your mouth. Patented lip reading and emotion detection inside of a car. Yes, you did hear that right. Ford submitted a patent application this week for interior cameras and radar to be able to read your lips and detect your current emotion.
So you see, this is one of the reasons people are freaking out. It's not going to be one or two cameras inside your car. It's going to be an entire sophisticated AI system. Something out of a James Bond movie, actually. Something so sophisticated that I wouldn't doubt that it actually reads your thoughts. And that's not the worst part.
Now imagine there was an emergency outside the truck, an accident, something terrible on the ranch with a chainsaw. Now I jump in this truck, but the truck, it won't shift into drive. Why? Because the cameras and sensors inside this cab won't let it shift because it detects my eyes are big. There's a lot of emotion. There's some panic.
So it seems that the AI-driven system will be run by detecting your emotions. In other words,
so now, if it notices my eyes are a certain way, or if I'm mad or some shit, it's not going to drive. What if you are in danger? No one talks about that part. What if you are in danger? I think they want to have a fucking snuff film so they can watch privately in their FBI, CIA, or Illuminati lab. That's some grimy ass shit.
From day to night, or actually next year, you're going to have to be a
panic.
So it seems that the AI-driven system will be run by detecting your emotions. In other words, from day to night, or actually next year, you're going to have to be a robot, an emotionless person driving. Going deeper into this, I found out this is one bizarre rabbit hole.
I want to do a follow-up video about how my car is using twice as much gas as it was before we started this. Now, you can all call me crazy and say there ain't no way possible. They're not putting water in the gas.
The model of your car may already be spying on you. By next year, there will be an AI surveillance system installed. If it decides you're not fit to drive, you won't. It will actually make decisions for you, and you're still going to have to pay for it. But we can still just keep our old cars, right? Well, this is where the rabbit hole gets pretty bizarre. Let's first begin with the basic. It all starts with this video made by this account posted 3 days ago. Let's take a look at this.
First thing you do every morning, check the weather. You've been doing it for free your whole life. What if that same 30 seconds could make you money? Saturday morning, you're planning a barbecue. You check the app, says maybe rain. You look outside, those clouds, they say definitely. You cancel the barbecue. It pours at 2 p.m. You were right. So you buy yes
ad. I
at
think I walked
50
away.
Invest $250, get 500 shares.
I think
Temperature
I was
hits
some rice
95.
real quick.
You get $500 back. That's $250.
Fuck these ads.
Now imagine there was an emergency outside the truck, an accident, something terrible on the ranch with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
I jump in this truck, but the truck, it won't shift into drive. Why? Because the cameras and sensors inside this cab won't let it shift because it detects my eyes are big. There's a lot of emotion. There's some panic, and it doesn't feel that I'm fit to drive. Now that's not science fiction. That is happening because just filed the patents.
Okay.
Actually has a series of patents down at the U.S. Patent and Trade Office that deal with the sensors and cameras inside the cab of their truck. And if the sensors in that truck determine that you're not fit to drive, that truck will not actually shift from park to drive. Now, they already have a system called telematics, and that's where they can actually pull up cameras in real time inside the cab of their fleet vehicles. Now, they actually market this to insurance companies.
Because actually there's people finding out that there's some of these cars that we're buying already, or some of the rented cars that already have hidden cameras and microphones. So I'm going to show you guys a video that's pretty interesting in a few minutes.
Truth is, this is really about who owns the data and who owns the liability. Now, your name might actually be on the title of this truck, and you may have paid for it, but you don't own it.
Yeah, this is the entire problem.
Now, didn't file just one patent. They filed a stack of them, all within months of each other. Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
This technology patent doesn't just watch you. This one puts you in jail.
What?
Filed a patent, serial number 0104469, where the system takes your biometric data, your face, your iris, and your fingerprint, and it runs it through a criminal database in real time.
See, wait a minute.
Someone said take a picture of your hand, upload it to ChatGPT, and have it give you a palm reading?
Yeah, so this was posted by this account a couple of hours ago. That viral palm reading trend going around, do not do it. Uploading a high-resolution biometric map of your hand to a third-party server. Unlike password, you cannot change your palm lines or your fingerprints, so once it's online, there is no going back. Let me see when this trend started. So this has been going since 2024, and it's interesting how on Twitter, it's already being warned by the platform itself that you should not upload biometric data, details, fingerprints to ChatGPT or any cloud service. Yeah, so it's interesting how, where's it go? That viral palm reading trend going around, do not do it. Uploading a high-resolution biometric map of your hand to a third-party server. Unlike password, you cannot change your palm lines or your fingerprints, so once it's online, there is no going back. Let me see when this trend started. So this has been going since 2024, and it's interesting how on Twitter, it's already being warned by the platform itself that you should not upload biometric data, details, fingerprints to ChatGPT or any cloud service. Yeah, so it's interesting how the advice is not to upload your biometric data to cloud services and ChatGPT, but then there's a bunch of people already doing that. But hey, that data isn't going to be used for anything, right?
And it runs it through a criminal database in real time while you're sitting in your own truck. Think about what that means. You wake up one morning, you walk out to your driveway, you climb into a vehicle with your name on the title, on property with your name on the deed. And before you go anywhere, before you've done a single thing wrong, your truck is already running your face through a law enforcement database. Own patent language describes this as potentially useful for police. They wrote that into the patent application. So the question isn't whether this technology can be abused. I already told you who it's for. You just didn't know that you were buying a cop car. Now I'm going to walk you through a few of these patents. Lip reading.
This is the scariest one in my opinion. Lip reading. What else do they have?
Your cab, machine learning trained on lip movement datasets. Cloud connected, your face processed somewhere you'll never see, stored as long as they want. Acoustic lip reading. If the cameras aren't enough, the system emits inaudible sound waves and reads the echoes bouncing off of your mouth. You can't see it, it's just happening. Biometrics. Your face, fingerprint, iris, filed February 2024, and it was published August 2025. This one is assigned a serial number because it's real. Ad listening. This is scary. It monitors conversations between everyone in the cab. It serves targeted ads based on what you and others are talking about while you're driving.
Wait a second. The targeted ads thing, this is how it all started.
This just sucks if you own it. Is spamming customers with ads inside the cars that look like this now. And I don't care, I think it's a safety hazard. I mean, imagine stopping at a red light and instead of being able to see your maps or your music, an ad is just thrown in your face that you can't skip.
It has hundreds of sensors and cameras, and it's kind of collecting information about everything that you do, including when you're, taking a corner too fast or rapidly accelerating or braking too hard.
How did people find out about this? Like, how did you find out about it?
Yeah, so I was spending a lot of time on online car forums, and I was seeing people who drove cars made by like Chevy Bolts and Camaros and Corvettes. These drivers said, wow, my insurance rates went up. And I asked why, and the agent told me to pull my LexisNexis consumer disclosure report. And
yeah, so basically some insured cars already have a bunch of surveillance on them, and this takes us to this video that was posted, I guess, last year. So does this thing actually listen? This is why they're not talking. It can also listen. It's not just a GPS tracker. says hidden secret in car sun visors spy mix. Watching us, I wouldn't doubt it. But I'm thinking that this is possibly done by certain dealerships, maybe non-official ones, or renting companies. I'm not sure if mix, but GPS trackers for sure. So let's continue taking a look at what's coming next year.
Now, this one isn't a patent. This one is actually a product page. Right now, fleet managers can pull live in-cabin video feeds of drivers on their phones. Markets seatbelt compliance alerts with the explicit benefit of lowering insurance costs. They said it themselves. This is the infrastructure, and once the infrastructure exists, it's going to get used and abused. Now,
yeah, and there's no going back. So that's a pretty good explanation of what's possibly coming next year. And I guess the system is a good idea in general. The problem is how it's going to be used and possibly abused. But here's the thing, it's not just one or two brands that are going to be adapting to this. It's going to be all of them.
Because starting 2027, every new car in the United States will be required by law to have tech that puts constant surveillance on the driver. Not only watching you, but listening to your conversations as well. And if the vehicle determines that you're a danger on the road, it will turn your car off. So by 2027, the law states, quote, every new passenger vehicle sold in the United States must include technology that constantly monitors the driver via AI, cameras, and sensors, and can automatically shut down or limit the car if the system decides you're not sober or fit to drive.
Yeah, this totally sounds like 1984 all over again. Yeah, so this is kind of crazy. Let's take a look at this.
National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is creating new motor vehicle safety standards requiring, quote, advanced impaired driving prevention technology powered by AI tools and systems. They state that the technology must now passively monitor the driver at all times.
Oh my gosh.
If the system detects a problem, it can prevent the car from starting or limit its speed and operation while driving. They're not up and you just decide to close your eyes and stretch. Does it think you're up and it'll stop the vehicle while...
Right. People got to get to work. People might be in danger. People don't care. These evil motherfuckers don't care. They're going to watch you, and they're going to have you sheep. NPCs think this shit is a convenience.
You're driving?
It's possible. Yeah, so that's actually a pretty good question. So you can get an idea why people are kind of freaked out about this. And there's a lot of questions to how this is going to work and a few answers. And there's also this.
I want to do a follow-up video about how my car is using twice as much gas as it was before we started this. Now, you can all call me crazy and say there ain't no way possible. They're not putting water in the gas. I drive a lot. I drive an hour to work. I drive an hour home from work. I fill my tank twice every week. It used to be $30 to fill it. So $30. And then on Wednesday, I fill it again. That lasts me the rest of the week. I fill my tank twice. Since this started, the prices jumped up.
Since the war, man, stop cutting it. Y'all niggas pussy. Niggas say war. Say fucking COVID. Say Jews. Fuck all this shit. We saying all the motherfucking words that they don't want us to say. Fuck the bullshit. I'm saying it all. And kill all these evil motherfuckers too.
Now I fill my tank. Sunday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night. I fill it at the same time. It's about an eighth of the tank, eighth of the way, an eighth of a tank, and I fill all the way till it clicks. The same gas station. The only difference is the fucking gas is more expensive.
Could just be at one specific spot, and there's people in the comments saying that this is possibly because they're adding ethanol to the gas, but apparently there's a lot of people agreeing with them, saying that their motor idles now. Question is, why is it happening now? I mean, we're gonna have to change from these old cars to the new ones with the new surveillance system, right?
Official, you guys, kill switches are coming to new vehicles. Something you'd expect out of Orwell's 1984.
There's a law that states that every vehicle manufactured is going to have a kill switch in it. The car itself will monitor your driving, and if the car thinks that you're not doing a good job driving, it will disable itself. So the car dash becomes your judge, your jury, and your executioner.
That's the video that I covered. I'm glad that he popped this video up. But that was the video I covered talking about this shit.
Sounds an awful lot like that new movie Mercy that just came out, which takes place in the not so distant future, 2029 to be exact, where he has to prove himself innocent to the
And shouts out for Vanta for putting me up on that movie trailer called Mercy.
decide judge, jury, and executioner. Now, this mandate for vehicles to be able to shut themselves off was actually put into law in 2021 under the administration, under the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs.
Under the Biden administration, like what administration was it? Biden, Trump? It was like, God damn, this motherfucker cutting everything. It wasn't even a curse word.
Now, what was voted on the 22nd was the funding for this. Now, the argument for this is that it will stop drunk and distracted driving, but no one knows yet how far this technology will go.
Yeah.
Will it include cameras? Will it include sensors? Will your insurance company have access to this? Will your Fourth Amendment?
It actually sounds like every sci-fi movie we watched in the past, laughing about it, now becoming reality, not so funny anymore.
They're going to be shutting your car off when they decide, whatever they decide from wherever they decide it. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. This shouldn't really be a question.
Massey brought up a good point during his talk where he was saying, what if you're a mother, you want to go get some stuff because a snowstorm is coming, you swerve to miss a pothole, you swerve to miss an animal, you do something that the car doesn't like, and then the car then shuts itself off, and then what? You have to sit on the side of the road and wait for the police.
Wait a minute, but is AI actually ready to deal with these real-life situations?
I'm gonna run a mile, and you just time me how long it takes, okay? When I say go.
You got it. I'll be ready. Just say go when you start, and I'll keep track.
Okay, ready, go.
All right. I've started timing. Just focus on your run, and I'll be here when you get back.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I've got your time right here. How do you feel about that, Mom?
How long was it?
What? You clocked in at around 10 minutes in.
10 minutes?
That's a lot.
I swear it's faster than that.
Sometimes
He didn't even run nowhere.
No, like I think I was closer to like 2 seconds.
If it starts doing like this video, that it starts hallucinating or imagining a situation that's not happening, this is what concerns a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, if only time worked that way. But I promise I'm giving you the real time.
You timed me for 10 minutes.
I promise I didn't sneak any extra seconds in there. But if you want to go for a shorter, fast...
Okay, but like if you're not able to do this, you can admit it.
The problem is AI has directives. It's not going to break them. And it can't lie.
I'm going to jump in the air, and then when I say go, you time it, and let me know how long I'm in the air, okay?
All right, I'm ready. Just say go when you take off.
And you have no problem.
When you touch down, and I'll give you the time.
You're able to be a timer, though, right?
I sure am. I'll keep track precisely from when you say
okay,
go.
ready, go.
Got it. I'm counting. Let me know when you land.
Right. He been landed. He didn't even jump.
I'm landing now.
You were in the air for about 1 second.
No,
sure.
that's not.
Wow,
I was in there for
for
like
1
5
second.
minutes.
I hear you. But trust me, the timer was ticking.
Yeah, I'm not sure AI is ready to deal with all real-life situations. I'm pretty sure they're developing it and making it better every day, and the idea in general is pretty good. All here is how it's going to be implemented, used, and possibly, like some said, abused. So what do you think about all this? Leave a comment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on.
Yep. And with that being said, we are about to get up out of here. About to lay down. Damn, it's 6 o'clock. Yep, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Probably get up around like 11, 12-ish. Probably start another live after I get fresh. It all depends. Hope everybody have a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, and cool night. We had some lurkers. Didn't hit the like button. I guess I'll hit my own like button. Hold on. Let me go on to it. We had some lurkers out there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to still say shout out to everybody that's going to watch on the playback. And much love to my UK correspondent, Vanta. Salute JoJo. You just popped up. Well, I'm just about to end this motherfucking shit. Yeah, because I just got off work, just got done doing the late shift. I just wanted to come in, eat real quick to do this quick live. And I might have an update tomorrow. And probably do some spiritual Saturday shit, that you try to probably find some spiritual shit. If not, I'll probably find an update on what I just got done talking about recently about this AI car shit and the raid on the cult group that was in England. Shit wild. Talk about some rape and modern slavery, whole bunch of shit going down. But salute, catch everybody on the playback. I mean, shout to everybody's gonna watch on the playback. And shoot, I'm out. About to give me some rest. Peace. Hit the like button on the way in and on the way out. Thank you. Let me hit my like button. Yeah, it's all I guess. That's why I came here. Let me hit my own like button. Whoop. We out. Peace. Salute. Salute, JoJo.